Hello lovely people of YouTube. Welcome to episode 193 of Green Herb Gaming. Today I am playing Final Fantasy X, a game that has played a huge part of my late childhood, early teens. A massive game for me back in the PlayStation 2 days. Absolutely love and adore this game. It is my favourite game in the Final Fantasy series, and I would say it's one of my favourite PlayStation 2 games. So this game, Final Fantasy X, is a huge game for me. Every time I go back and play it, the feeling of nostalgia that runs through my veins is absolutely unreal. So I'm actually going to start a new game. Well, I've done this so many times over the years on my YouTube channel. What the hell? Let's do it again. Standard sphere grid, expert sphere grid. You know what? We'll go with standard sphere grid. Just to lessen the complications. Yes. One of the great things about Final Fantasy X Remastered, which is the version I'm playing now, is you get to choose to have the original soundtrack or the arranged soundtrack. Now the difference being the arranged soundtrack is more or less the remastered high definition version of the soundtrack, and the original is of course the original. I'm just going to have to go with the original. For me it's always going to be the original. So, original. This game has an absolutely amazing soundtrack, such a deep, powerful and emotional and touching soundtrack. It always stays with me over the years. Every time I hear music from this game, it just touches me, you know, on a personal level. And again, like, it just goes, the nostalgia just goes straight through my veins when I hear this particular piece of music right here. It's called, I believe it's called To Zanarkand, because Zanarkand is the hometown of the main character in the game, Tidus. You're looking back at Yuna right now. And there's Tidus walking behind her in the distance. And there's Zanarkand in the background, and some of the other supporting characters as well, which you will get to meet, you know, throughout my streams of this game. So yeah, Final Fantasy X is such an iconic, huge game for me. As I said, my favourite game in the Final Fantasy series, and definitely one of my favourite PlayStation 2 games of all time. So, you know, when I think back to the PS2 era, this is probably one of the biggest games of the PS2 era. And I think back to my, you know, my early teens, when I was just, you know, hitting the teenage years. You know, this would have been one of the biggest.
Listen
games.
to my story.
Okay, sorry, Tidus. Sorry.
This may be our last chance.
Sorry for interrupting you, Tidus. My apologies. Also, the voice actor who gives the voice of Tidus is a cool guy. His name is James Arnold. You should actually look him up on YouTube. He's actually such a genuine, nice guy. Been watching a few of his videos actually over the past year or so. Just a really cool guy, James Arnold, who voices. There we go. This is the very beginning of a very oh man, just such a epic adventure and story. Even more epic game. It's actually one of the best games ever created. You know, I said it was one of my favorite PS2 games. It's one of my favorite games of all time in general. You know, I have a lot of favorite games. I just want to point that out. But I would have to put Final Fantasy X into my top 10. I would have to. Okay, so this is the very beginning of the game. So Tidus is the main character of the game, and he is a Blitzball player. Blitzball is the main sport of Tidus' hometown, Zanarkand. Now Blitzball is like football, but underwater. So very similar to football, but the whole game is played underwater. So Tidus is a very popular and good Blitzball player, and he's about to make his way to the Blitzball Stadium in Zanarkand for a very big, important match. Actually, a match that will change his life forever. So this is the steps that Tidus is about to take right now. Are going to be some of the biggest steps of his life, because it's going to change everything. And this is a cool moment here, because this is where you get to meet all of your lovely fans. Tidus, as I said, he's a very popular guy, very popular Blitzball player. He's got fans all over Zanarkand, and they came out to see their hero. So let's chat to this cool kid here.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
So as you can see, you know, he's a cool guy, and he's got lots of fans. So I can change my name here, so I will. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to name my character James. And the reason I want to name my character James is because I want to honour the voice actor of Tidus, James Abbey. As I said, he's a cool guy, and I just really like that guy. So, what am I doing? J, not I. So I'm actually going to name my character James. Because as with most Japanese role-playing games and Final Fantasy games, you get to name your character. So I name my character James in honour of James Abbey, the voice actor of Tidus.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too.
Take
He
it
can't
easy.
keep up with his fan base. Yeah, he's got fans from all over, and you can have a conversation with some of your fans as well.
I've been a big fan of yours from the very beginning.
I won't let you down.
Thanks.
This fan is starstruck right now. Should point out, Final Fantasy X was the first game in the Final Fantasy series to include voice acting. You know, so for the first time you have voice dialogue and many great cutscenes as well you will see throughout the game as well.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Some more lovely fans greeting
Good luck
Tidus,
tonight.
James, as he will be
Nothing to worry
known
about.
from here onwards.
Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it.
Oh, he's such a charmer, isn't he? No, not every character will speak. Some of the characters will just have text dialogue. I always say this when I'm playing and streaming classic games, but it's absolutely amazing to be able to live stream this game, because, you know, this game holds a special place in my heart. I played this game many years ago on the early days of the PS2 era. You know, as a young teenager, there was no real technology back then to, you know, to live stream your games. So to be able to do that now, to be able to share my passion of this game to many people all over the world, it's a special thing, and I just want to say that. as I always do when I play Catholic games.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well...
You can't tonight.
I mean, tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
Watch this. This is a particular interesting moment. Watch this motion. There's a nice shot of Zanarkand, the city of Zanarkand. Now you may be wondering, why was Zanarkand in ruins at the beginning of the game, at the opening cutscene? Well, I don't want to spoil the game for you, but...
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jecht, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jecht all night.
Because it's quite interesting.
My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa, didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jecht Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jecht's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
Billboard. But Jecht was your father, and Jecht was also a very famous and popular blitzball player, as the lovely commentators pointed out. But 10 years ago, Jecht went missing. So Jecht will play a very important role throughout this game. Say your father, Jecht, has went missing 10 years ago. And like father, like son, they're both famous blitzball players. So you're getting a lovely shot now of the ever living, breathing, never sleeping city of Zanarkand. I'd probably spoil things by identifying that ruined city at the opening cutscene of Zanarkand. But it's not that much of a spoiler. Ooh. Sorry about that, I disconnected my headset. It's not that much of a spoiler, and it is a game that's been released, you know, over 15 years ago, so I'm pretty sure you would know a little bit about the story. Don't worry about that. Nonetheless, this is the amazing city of Zanarkand.
Make way. Coming through, sorry.
So
Hey,
Titus,
I'm gonna be late.
aka James,
Hey, let go of me.
is about to enter the Blitzball Stadium to partake in the most important game of Blitzball of this young man's life, and it will change his life forever. And this is, by the way, this is one of the best cutscenes of any video game, period. I won't even speak through this, just watch and you'll see how it changes his life forever. How this game of Blitzball will change his life forever. lovely viewer. Thank you for checking out episode 194 of Green Husband and playing Final Fantasy X. I don't want to speak too much to this cutscene because I think this is one of the best cutscenes of any video game. I just wanted to say thanks very much. And I'll resume speaking after this, which is basically now actually. And my viewer has left, so I can... Well, the cutscene is over now, so... Okay, the reason I wanted to be quiet is because I honestly think that is one of the best cutscenes of any video game. So as you can see, James's, aka Titus's, game of Blitzball did not go according to plan. And from here onwards, this young man's life is going to change forever. I've been saying that since the start of the game, but this is where it begins, this is where his life changes. Who was that mysterious man? What was that weird water? What's going on? Why is the city being attacked? This is where everything begins.
Auron!
So
What are you doing here?
I was waiting.
What are you talking about?
Check some of these rovers. They're obviously not very shabby right now because the stadium has been attacked by a mysterious force. The city is being slowly but surely destroyed. So it's not a good night for the citizens of Xanarkand. Definitely not a good night for young James. Things just get more strange.
It begins.
Sure does.
What?
Don't cry.
Who is this mysterious child who somehow can stop time itself? And what does he mean by
What
it
the?
begins?
Hey, wait!
I'm guessing right now.
Hey, not this way!
Look.
That's the mysterious force that has destroyed this part of Xanarkand itself.
We called it sin.
It's called Sin. The Sin attack.
Sin?
Stadium. Sin is attacking Xanarkand. What? What is going on? That must be what James is thinking right now. What are these strange creatures? What is going on here in Xanarkand? That's what James is thinking right now, but this is just brief taste,
Take it.
a very brief taste of what's to come for this young man's life.
A gift from Jet.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it. These ones don't matter. We cut through.
So this moment right here always brings back nostalgia to me because this is actually the first area of the game that I actually played. Like, the first time I played Final Fantasy X was actually when I played a demo of the game that was included with, I think it was Final Fantasy 6 that was released on PlayStation 1. That game came with a demo disc for Final Fantasy X, and you could pick two sections, and this was one of the sections you could pick, and I think that this is the first section that I chose. So moment, every time I play this moment in the game, it really brings back an overwhelming sense of nostalgia. You know, this would have been the first time that I laid eyes on Final Fantasy X. The first characters I've seen, the first moments of one of my favourite games of all time. So, Final Fantasy X is your traditional turn-based Japanese role-playing game. So it's turn-based. You have your commands on the left-hand side of the screen. You have your character stats on the right-hand side of the screen. So right now it's just the beginning of the game, so I can only choose attack or item. So we're going to attack Sin's scale, because this mysterious force that's attacking Zanarkand has been identified as Sin, and these creatures are scales, living scales of Sin. So just choose which, can't choose actually which enemy I want to attack. I want to attack this enemy at the moment. So choose attack. Very streamlined gameplay. You know, that's what makes turn-based combat, you know, so effective, because everything is streamlined. You know, so now we have the option to use. Now we're controlling Auron, and he has a skill. So let's see what skill he has. So his skill is Power Break. So it's from Power Break. And it's a very powerful attack, because Auron is a very powerful character. So yeah, no matter how many times I play this game, I still, you know, get this feeling of
Don't
nostalgia.
bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
You know, I feel like it's PS2 era again. I feel like I'm a young teenager again, and you know, it's an amazing feeling, nostalgia. You know, and again, particularly this section here, because this would have been a section that was included in the demo, and it was the demo was the first time that I laid eyes on this amazing game. So the nostalgia right now is absolutely overwhelming. So I'm going to use Auron's Power Break skill again, and right now what we do is cut through these spin skills. We don't even have to think about this battle really, because it's just a matter of escaping. So we're not out of the woods just yet.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
Now it's explaining overdrive. So when a character's overdrive gauge beneath the HP/MP display is full, that character may use a special unique attack once. Press back in the command window to use an overdrive. So an overdrive is a very powerful attack, and it generally gets activated when your HP is quite low. So we'll do Bushido, Dragon Fang, and it's going to attack every single enemy on the screen. And it's activated by a button command. I believe this was a first for the series. In fact, Final Fantasy X has a lot of firsts for the series, including these like really amazing like, cinematic cutscenes, you know, with the voice actors and the animation, just absolutely amazing. So it's the first time, you know, we kind of got this in the Final Fantasy series. I have to use a potion there now. Item, potion, things. yeah, I'd name my character James after the cool voice actor that voice acts the character of Titus, James Arnold. So I name a character after James Arnold. I had to. Maybe I should have actually used Overdrive, but I wanted to keep my... So now we have James's Overdrive, which is a spoiler cut. And again, that's also button command as well. Orange HP is low, but it's not that low, so I can chance one more attack at least. It would be extremely embarrassing if I died this early on in the stream. But that's not going to happen. I've been playing this game far too long for that to happen. I've got skill. Item, potion. Use it on James, because his HP is it's actually not the lowest, it's actually orange. I should have gone to Specsavers. And we are going to use a potion on James. So now both our health is reasonably high, but he's going to use Demi again. So his HP, he's almost dead anyway. So I think we just keep attacking. He's more or less dead. He's dead now. Or not. No, he's dead. I never got an income of 4. Okay, just let me okay. I'll give the option twice. Just let this cut. Okay, I missed the card. Okay. Always happens when I live stream. Okay, that's important.
What are you laughing at, old man? All right, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man.
It's amazing to think that less than 20 minutes ago, young James was playing a game of Blitzball. You know, his life was a normal night for young James, playing a bit of Blitzball, and now he's attacking these mysterious monsters while his hometown is being destroyed by something called Sin. And this guy, who he hasn't seen in a hell of a long time, is now telling him that we're expected. So this guy does not have a clue what is going on right now.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down!
What?
So I need to avoid
Trust me,
the
you'll see.
I need to attack the tanker. Just a couple of attacks. Focus really. About 10 attacks. Possibly that. I should know this. I've played it so long. But I think it's like roughly 10 times to attack the tanker. Definitely less than 10. I think it's 5. 2 so far. Let's find out. Let's see. 2 so far. So this is 3. 5. It's 5. Iconic moment there of Jack. You know, a big massive billboard of Jack falling onto his son, James, 8 years later. The relationship between Jack and his son, James, it's a bit of a rocky relationship, as you can see. And that jump, not that jump, a leap of not a leap of faith, but this leap right here is just. Oh, I spoke about how his life will change forever. Well, there's no turning back now. But this is where it leads for young James. Now it's going to be a short enough stream, hasn't it? It's going to be over in about 30 minutes. And I know that's not the best because Japanese role-playing games, especially Final Fantasy games, are long.
This is your story.
This is my story. So I know it's going to be like not a whole lot is actually going to be happening, you know, gameplay-wise, but
It all begins here.
unfortunately, it's just not very convenient for me right now to have very long streams. But there'll be a part 2, and there'll be a part 3, and a part 4, and a part 5.
Hey! Hey!
My old man?
So we now find ourselves floating above the city of Zanarkand. And apparently my father, Jecht, has appeared. So this looks like this looks like a stadium that was destroyed.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
I know the feeling, buddy. That's another video for another day. And just like this, his life has changed forever. He's no longer in Zanarkand. He's no longer playing a game of Blitzball. He has awoken in this strange, unfamiliar
Anybody there?
location. And he has absolutely no idea where he is or what's going on. And it's this type of experience, this type of storytelling that makes Final Fantasy X such a great game. No, there's a treasure chest. I should know all this. So long. Terrible answer. Come on, Johnny, you should know halfway know where that treasure chest is. Just have a terrible sense of direction, unfortunately. Oh, I've got to go on the other side. There's a treasure chest. 200 gil. So gil is the currency of the Final Fantasy series, so you use that to buy in-game items, weapons, armor, accessories, etc. I always like to have a good swim around here to see what I can uncover. Yeah, these kind of streams usually, it's probably best to stream about at least an hour and a half, like, especially when you're starting a Final Fantasy game for the first time. So here is an introduction to Al Bhed. So Al Bhed is a language. Find Al Bhed primes to help you decipher the strange Al Bhed language. Skidan Daya Al Bhed Mikal Paku Miguel. Al Bhed completion sphere. Use freely saved Al Bhed primer data to synthesize a new Al Bhed. So select save data from synthesize Al Bhed form. Please note that save data from other users will not be reflected in actual Al Bhed. Yes, it's a cool little feature that you can do, which I will do now. So my audio is still okay, that's pretty cool. There's no save data, okay, well, that's cool. Okay, in the interest of time, just move on to the next area. So I have 200 gil, so I'm not gonna have it. 200 gil is 200 gil, especially before you start the game. Hello viewer, thank you very much for checking out episode 194 of Green Hub Gaming. I'm playing Final Fantasy X. Hello man, I remember you. How's it going, C? Or Sai? Sorry if I still haven't pronounced your game correctly, I'm so bad. C or Sai? Thanks for checking out my stream, buddy. Appreciate that. So I'm playing another classic PlayStation 2 game. Last time you watched me, I was playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I'm now playing Final Fantasy X. A huge game for me. One of my favourite PlayStation 2 games of all time, and 100% it's my favourite Final Fantasy game of all time. So yeah, this is a huge game to me. No problem. So we're going to save. Do you want to save? Yes. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be quite a short stream. In fact, there's going to be like 20 minutes left, so very sorry about that, but I'll try to keep it as entertaining as possible. So those 20 minutes, I'm going to keep them as entertaining as possible. So yeah, this game here played a huge part of my my late childhood, my early teens. The early PS2 era. When I think of the PS2 era, this is definitely one of the biggest games for me of the PS2 era, and hands down my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. So every time I go back and play this game, I just get a huge sense of nostalgia. And it's great to be able to share that with people like you. People from all over the world, with different backgrounds, different ages. This game, it is Final Fantasy X. It was a huge game back in the PlayStation 2 era. Probably one of the best PlayStation 2 games of all time. It's definitely one of my favourite PlayStation 2 games of all time. So that's what the game is. It's Final Fantasy X. It's a Japanese role-playing game. It's got an amazing story, amazing voice acting, cutscenes, animations. It's got traditional turn-based combat, which you are able to see right now. So at least we get some bit of gameplay in. Unfortunately, I got in from a call, and I don't know why the game doesn't let me pause. Okay, just give me a second, okay? Hello. Sorry about that, I'm back. Incoming calls, the joys of live streaming. The joys of it. Okay, so we get back to attacking. He's shagging. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm ashamed to say that I've never taken notice of the names of the enemies too much. I reckon I have 15 minutes left of this stream, possibly less. It's a nice part one, and then you got to see the opening, you got a gameplay, you get a general sense of the story. Definitely, you know, for part one. So, you know, I hope you've enjoyed the video so far, everyone. Especially, C, outside. Oh. Game's not looking too good right now. Let's just get the high potion out of the way. You know, because once I have to use the high potion, my HP is up quite high, so... Well, it's down low now again. These types of animations would have been real first for the Final Fantasy series. Real, amazing cinematic cutscenes. You would not have seen that, you know, with previous Final Fantasy games. I mean, don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy games have always been known for its amazing presentation. But, you know, I think with the power of PlayStation 2 and the next generation hardware at the time, you know, the developers really would just go all out. You know, great, perfect Final Fantasy game. Look how close it is. Can't get any closer than that. So yeah, Titus is not having a good time. It just continues, you know, throughout the whole game. It's just, there's never a dull moment for young James. Just point out his name's actually Titus, but I decided to call him.
I had made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
No, it ain't your time to die. It ain't your time to die yet. You've got a lot more to do, Titus.
Need fire.
So we gotta look for fire. So the remains of a campfire. So I need flint and tinder. Not tinder the application though. Actual tinder. You basically find them at each side of the building. And there's music playing in the background. Another shining example of the amazing soundtrack of this game. So we found withered. That will do for listening to that music, just again the nostalgia. Something about, you know, Final Fantasy music that just hits you, touches you on a deep and personal level. It's powerful, man. It's powerful. You know, just know that you're in for a very deep, touching story. Like you can just sense it. Sense that power. Gotta go up. Go here. Should know this. Not sure there. No, maybe should have. Okay, so I have my flint and I have my tinder. We can now light a fire. Second car.
I need food.
I can imagine he must be very hungry right now.
What do you want?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
That strange child again. strange right now for young James. And again, never a dull moment for this young man for the rest of his life. As I said, his life has changed forever now.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me!
And again, that's what I like
Just
about
hold
this
on.
game.
I'll get more wood.
You know, it's non-stop action and mystery and story. It's just non-stop for this young man. It's a non-stop ride, so non-stop roller coaster.
Give me a break!
Emotions, you know, happiness, sadness, sorrow, joy, pain, you know, that's what makes it a great game. I've started to know one. I'm going to use my potion at the beginning of the fight because I find that's better. Okay, so we've got like 7 minutes left in this game. How Final Fantasy games used to play out. You know, traditional turn-based combat. Whereas nowadays there's a bit more modeling, a bit more action-based, as opposed to more strategy-based. That's fine. I like myself a bit of action. And who are these guys? This guy cannot cut a break. I mean, he's still thinking to himself, what the hell is going on? But he has...
You're on my side? Cool!
So you can use grenades. Some items like grenades and special effects to use. These items can only be used during battle or selected a special ability to use. So this mysterious character has a special ability. One of them is to use grenades, which deals a lot of damage. So I should point out, this is obvious really, the number you see displayed on the enemy is obviously the amount of damage dealt. You don't really need to point that out. You know, with Japanese role-playing games, you've got lots of stats on the screen, you know. And it's kind of important to keep track of which stats represent what. So right now I'm using a potion, so you can see, you know, it's higher than James. So my HP is obviously my health points. So just talking through the stats, you know. So his name is Philip. I wonder can I steal something? Maybe I can steal back a grenade. Oh! What do you know? Sure. There we go. The grenades? Oh, 2 grenades! You would have thought that the grenades would have been used. That's video game magic. Anyway, it doesn't matter because he did. And there's a classic Final Fantasy victory music. Hello viewer, thank you for checking out episode 194 of Greenhorse Gaming. We are playing a classic PlayStation 2 game, Final Fantasy X. A huge game to me. It was a big game for me back in the PS2 era. You know, back when... hello Mindix Gaming! Thank you for checking out my latest stream. I really appreciate it. I'm going from one classic PS2 game in Vice City to another classic PS2 game in Final Fantasy X. And I'm just saying this game is a huge game for me. You know, I would have played this game around my early teens, you know, 13, 14-ish, the early days of the PS2 era. Such a huge game for me. So when I play this game, I just get that overwhelming sense of nostalgia. So thanks for checking out the video, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's such a cool game. It's
Phew. That was close.
too close. It's funny as
Hey,
well,
let me go.
as you can see.
Fredek Drak!
This guy's so speaking Albed, that mysterious language that you saw at the start of the game.
Kemed?
Fed! Trivida Grisa!
Dralnia Drakisha Dane.
Ifun Petted! Fapuneket Fedrik! Kuno.
Ouch! Yeah, so this guy is just, he cannot cut a break, he's not having a good day. Not that long ago he was in his hometown of Zanarkand about to play a game of Blitzball, and now look at this. This kind of looks like a PS3 game. It's actually a PS2 game, so that says a lot about the quality that was put into this game actually, and it's actually a very early PS2 game as well. But I should point out it's actually remastered, so that's why it looks so good. It's a Final Fantasy 10 or X remaster, so that's why it looks so good. You know. By the way, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Kid,
This is a PS2
Daija.
game.
Hey, that hurts.
Usujek, Rain?
Whoa. Okay.
Canis!
Right, whatever.
And he's trying to communicate.
Kabeg?
I said I don't understand.
Akomala!
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
Sort of got a very aggressive. No, sorry, I was going to say a joke, but it's sort of funny on my head. But this will be the perfect time to actually end this part of my Final Fantasy X gameplay stream, episode 194 of Greenheart Gaming. You know, stay tuned for part 2 because there will be a part 2. We'll get to see a lot more of this amazing game, huge game for me. These kind of games are my favourite games to stream, you know. Games that, you know, that huge games to me, like. So yeah, thank you everyone who watched, especially Sai, Mindpix Gaming, and a big shout out to my #1 YouTuber. I hope you don't get jealous in saying that, but I'm just saying it how it is, man. He is my #1 YouTuber, my buddy, Pro Chronix Vlogs. Please subscribe to his channel and support his channel. And that is why I end the stream for now. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.